Hello everyone and welcome to a Dota 2 cast thing. This is the first time I've ever done like a Dota 2 commentary, I guess. This is going to be a very long video. It might be done in two parts, I'm not sure, because the actual game is 40 minutes long. Dota 2 games last a long ass time, alright? It is unreal how long they last, and yeah, you can stomp them a bit quicker if you want. And towards the end, I think it's this game, towards the end, I was just like, dude, let's just take them. I mean, it's gone on for 40 minutes and they wanted to carry on. I'm like, no, I'm not carrying on. I'll kill them now. So this is a PvP game. I'm just going to turn Dota 2 down slightly, and it's a long one. I probably won't talk throughout all of it because talking for 40 minutes is just, you know, asking a bit too much constantly. So I'll just comment on a couple of things, and this should be my point of view. I hope it is my point of view anyway. So whose point of view am I looking at? I seem to be looking at doing that. So why is that happening?
Does this mean my flesh will grow back?
Oh, Clinkz. There we go. Okay, so I had to click on it at the top. Silly me. So I am playing as Clinkz, and this is, I think, like the first day of playing as him. I've never really played as Clinkz before. I've played against him, and I thought he was an awful character because I killed him a lot. It was quite funny. I was playing as Outworld Destroyer. I think it might have been in the highlight reel. I'm not sure. It might have been from the day before when I tried to record and it didn't quite work. But Clinkz is very, very good. He's very squishy in the early game though, so watch out. As you can see, Chen's after me and he's a bit of a bitch because, yeah, but towards the start, I have 500-ish HP. It's not a lot. So I have several abilities. You can see my mouse moving here. This is basically the screen I see, and I'm playing with friends. I'm playing with Test Pilot Pete, who is a good friend of mine. Who else am I playing with? Let's see, there's Ricky. Don't know who that guy is. Don't know who that guy is. I'm playing with Pete, me, and there's Nathan. Okay, so I'm only playing with Pete and Nathan at the moment, which is a shame because we usually have about 4. We do have a team of 5, and sometimes we have like an extra leftover 6 because, you know, people play this game, and I have my moments with it. I'll be honest, because there are times when I overplay it, and there are times when I don't, and there are times when I just don't want to play games like this, just because it takes a lot of your time. And when you learn a new character, you get extremely frustrated the first time you play him. Luckily, I kind of had a build ready and set to go, and yeah, it was okay. I changed it slightly and I modified it to suit me because no build is perfect, obviously, and you have to change it. So yeah, you can see the build I'm going there. This is the one I made myself in the build creator, and I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Oh, that's good. So Clinkz, he is an agility carry, I believe, which means he is very difficult to play in the early game because he is so squishy, but if you get the right build and the right, you know, kind of experience, he can be very, very good later on in the game. But he's squishy throughout the entire game. All right, that does not change whatever happens. He's still got like less than 1,000 HP towards the end of the game when you're like level 20, and it's just like ridiculous. You have to heavily rely on your ulti, which basically kind of gives you health. You have your ultimate for health, and then you have to rely on items for mana, and just kind of, you know, beefing yourself up really. So people will look at this who haven't played Dota before and be like, what the fuck? I have played League of Legends. It was a long time ago, and you can see I'm checking for the rune here, but it was a long time ago when I played League of Legends, and I was just like, whoa, I liked it, but I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was looking at all the characters and I was looking at all the abilities, and I was just like, I have no idea, because I was playing for about a week, and a week is not long enough to learn League of Legends, and I was just looking at all these characters, all these abilities and stuff, and I was just like, no, I'm not investing the time in this. But I was still at uni when I was doing that. So yeah, there was one guy who I played as. He was like an ice person. He had like a hammer of ice or something. I have no idea who he is, but that's the only person I can remember. It might have been Crystals, not sure. But League of Legends, yes, it's good if it's anything like this. I mean, I enjoyed it for the amount of time I played it. I didn't really get into it, like I said. But if it's like Dota, which it's a good game, and I've heard good things about it. The community, though, is not very good. The community just hammers into you if you do something wrong. They are complete arse wipes, I'll give them that. So well done to the League of Legends community. Good on you. But Dota 2 community, usually very friendly. If you're playing PvP matches or like PV bot matches, and you get people that are complete dipsticks, then you can kindly tell them. If they still don't get it, then you can get angry and report them. Like, I was playing as Ricky once, and Ricky is an invisible character. Literally, his ultimate ability that you get at level 6 is invisibility. You literally just poof, gone. You are constantly invisible. When you attack, you become visible, but you know, when you stop attacking, you disappear. And this guy was following me around. He was just like, he just right-clicked on me. And then when you right-click on an ally, you follow them. Literally, that's all you do. And I'm like, I'm an invisible character being followed by a fucking death horse rider thing. And it got me killed a couple of times. I got a bit mad. I was like, why are you following me? And it's like, sorry, I'm new. I'm like, yeah, well, don't follow an invisible player. But what I like about Clinkz is that he's also invisible. You can see my E ability, which is, if I move my mouse down here, Skeleton Walk. It allows me to invisibly move through units and stuff for a long ass time, and it increases my movement speed. So it basically you use this to go invisible, stalk the enemy. When they kind of go off on their own, you run in front of them, you press Q, you silence them first with an orchid. If you get it, it's an item. Then you press Q, which gives me an attack speed bonus, and then you just let my arrows like just hammer into them. It is so much fun. And you'll probably see it a lot during this gameplay, because we literally steamrolled them. I felt kind of bad, but you know, we done really well in this game. Oh, that's good. So I'm curious as to how many people actually play Dota 2 that are watching this, and it would be nice to play against some people who, you know, are pro. And we've played against a pro once, and he carried their team. We admit we thought he was hacking to begin with, but apparently he wasn't. I still think there was something fishy going on, because he was playing as like the squidgiest of squishy characters in ever, and it was really pissing me off because my ultimate wouldn't work, all my attacks don't work, because she has an ability to like nullify all instances of damage for the next like 6 or so attacks, 6 or 7 or something at max. So it's like, you attack her, 7 attacks do nothing, all meantime she's attacking you, she's using traps, she's doing it's a pain in the ass of a character to play against, and it was a Templar Assassin, I believe. Oh, pro players are bastards. Okay, I'm not a pro player. I'm probably maybe like about average at Dota 2, I think, but most games I've played, I've won them on PvP, and pretty much 99% of bot matches. I think we almost lost one, but we took it back right at the end. And the only time we've truly like lost is when we've done hard bots as random characters. Like we had no idea who was gonna get given, and we got given completely new characters. And I had Centaur War Runner, who was fucking dreadful, by the way. Never play as him. He's just like a massive horse with a big axe, and he does nothing. Absolutely useless. I hated him. There was only one build on the Steam Workshop as well for that character, and I was just like, yeah, this guy's not so good. So I'm not going to explain like the mechanics of the game. It should be pretty obvious from what you can see, you know. I'll summarize. You have to attack their base, destroy their towers in the meantime. You get experience from killing enemies, and you get gold from last hitting enemies. Done. That's it. And then you have builds and items and stuff, and there's like 90 different characters. It's really a massive game, and all of mine seem to be like part of the Dire. So there are 2 factions, the Dire and the Radiant. The Dire spawn up top, Radiant spawn at bottom, but you know, the characters, it doesn't really matter. Like, there's a story and background, and there's like, they belong to a certain faction. And I think we gank Chen right here, which is this guy on his whatever the hell that is. But we're just like, yeah, let's get this guy, he's in our shop. Let's get him. And how far away is Spirit Breaker? You can see the blue dot round down here in the map, just charging towards Chen, who's got the rune above his head. And he's like, we're gonna get him, charge, smash. And then I come out of my invis and completely own. And then there's Anti-Mage, who we also kill. Who kills Anti-Mage? Or did he blink away? Oh, I hate Anti-Mage. I've never played as him, but he blinks like a little bitch. Like, so annoying. So you can see at this point I'm level 5, pretty good level. I'm still only got 644 HP. And let's compare this to Spirit Breaker, who's got 1252 level 7. It's kind of, yeah, so let's go back to Clinkz. He's not a tank. He is a very careful character. So occasionally I get armor, and I've never bought a mech at him though. Maybe it's a good idea, I'm not sure. It's just always good to experiment with items. It just sometimes takes a long time to farm up, because like things cost several thousand gold, and you only get like 30 or so from killing a creep, which is one of those weird things that just, you know, trot along towards you. They're weak on their own, but in numbers they will do huge damage to characters like Clinkz, because he's just like so squishy. Squishy. So yeah, and I'm used to playing ranged characters. I've played melee characters, and the only melee character I'm good at is Ricky. I can go like 30 and 0 or 2 or something like that sometimes if I play as Ricky, just because he's awesome. And he was my favourite character until I started playing with Hawk Gaming, or Harv, and then I said, hey, why don't you try Ricky? So he tried Ricky, and he loved Ricky, and now Ricky is his character. So whenever we play together, he's Ricky, and I'm like, okay, I'll be someone else. But on my own, I'm a pretty good Ricky if I go mid solo, and people don't like that. They're like, why is Ricky mid solo? I was like, because that's as soon as if I can get invisibility quicker, I'm awesome. And I've been lane as Ricky. It's painful, right? It's just the delay in getting your invisibility is just bleh. But hopefully you can kind of see what's going on the map. Okay, the items I've got so far, I'll try and kind of describe them. So the first one I got was the Ring of Aquila, and you can see my arrows. It takes up 8 mana per shot. And I also have Skeleton Walk. It takes up 75 mana, and I use that a lot. That's my escape ability. My ultimate cost 100, and my strafe, which is like attack speed, cost 90. Sorry about the pause there, as I report top. Yeah, they had a feeder at the top, which was really annoying. So my ring basically gives me more damage and 3 attributes, plus 3 attributes, and basically a little bit of armor, and it gives me more mana regen, and I really need that. And after that I have my power treads, which is basically movement speed and attack speed plus other things. So I'm working towards now, I think, what am I working towards? I can't see in the shop because I'm in my my view. But what's next in the build? It's Orchid. Okay, yeah. So I'm going for an Orchid, which is basically an item that's very expensive, and as Clinkz, it's basically part of every Clinkz build. It silences an enemy, which means they cannot use any abilities for a couple of seconds. I just run past anti-mage when I'm not even invisible. I'm just like, yo, what's up, bro? That was a bit of a stupid mistake on my part, but it was an even stupider mistake on his part to not do anything, because he could have killed me there. I am so squishy. And you can see me use Skeleton Walk there, but an Orchid is just essential because it silences them, it makes them take more damage, and it is just basically awesome. So yeah, the build, like I was saying earlier, the build is that. Once you've got this, you can basically just solo any lone hero on your own, just invis in front of them, silence them, and then strafe them. Boom, done. And do I die here? No. So that's the joy of a escape character. Clinkz is a carry escape, I think that's what he's classed as. So previously the characters I've played as in Dota are mostly kind of nukes, which, you know, just do a ton of damage, and that's really, you know, I've had nukes and carries. Those are the two I've mainly played. So let's see, I play as Ricky, I played as Razor. Who else I played as? Luna. So Ricky, Razor, Luna, Clinkz. Who else? Outworld Destroyer, or Devourer, however you want to call it. Zeus. There's just loads of them that I can play and I'm good at, apart from Razor. Not so good as Razor. But none of them have an escape ability. I've always kind of had to rely on items to escape, like especially Outworld Destroyer, Devourer, whatever. I use a Force Staff, which basically gives me a massive jump, yeah, about 600 units or something in one direction, and it's still not enough. So as Clinkz, this is like a whole new idea for me to just be able to go invisible and run away at really fast speed. It's like, what the hell? It's just weird to me. Look, watch. Do I use it now? Come on. Yeah, I'm looking at top. Someone said top and I was like, what's going on? No, I haven't got enough mana to use it. Unless I've already used it, I'm not sure.
tower is under attack.
Anyways, top is being like contested at the moment. They're pushing our top tower quite a bit. Something you should know is towers increase in strength like the more you push. So the first tower, the first tier tower, it only does 110 damage, I think. The second tier does something like 150, and then the final tiers do, I don't know, maybe a bit more. So I'm hiding in the trees just because I don't have enough mana to pop my invisibility and use my other abilities. So yeah, I just hide in the trees for a bit, and then I push forward. I can't remember. We've got an illusioned night stalker here, and there's a sniper there. Go and get the sniper. Okay, the sniper in this game, we actually ended up reporting him. And do I die here? Oh, so close. I remember that now. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I definitely remember that. I was literally celebrating. I was like, yes, I got away. I'm so good. And then it was just like a little projectile, like, pew, I'm dead. So I could have probably healed through that if I used a tango, which is like the green item you see down in my item kind of units down here. I could have probably healed through that, but I didn't. I thought I was home free, you know, I thought I'd escaped. So my bad, I died. What are you going to do about it? I think that was one of the few deaths I get. I'm not sure how many I get towards like the end of it. But anyways, you can see me here. I use my skeleton walk ability, sorry, and it's basically just so I can get across the map, because look how fast I move. At the moment I move at 472, and once it's maxed I move at 511, and that is like one of the fastest people in the game by far. So I think the only person who is faster is Spirit Breaker, and that is when he's using one of his abilities where he charges across the map. Looks like a team fight's going on here. So I don't have a lot of money at the moment, and my mana pool is drains really fast because look at me, I've got almost 400 mana. All of my abilities take up close to 100 mana, if not, 100 mana. And I don't have enough regen to kind of deal with using my searing arrows, which are the fire arrows, constantly. So buying intelligence items is kind of like a must for Clinkz, which is weird because he's an agility hero. But you need that mana pool and mana regen in order to kind of stay alive. Because if you don't have mana, you have no means of escape and no means of real, like, proper damage. You need that mana. And it's weird because most people just like, yeah, focus on one thing, done. But with certain characters like Clinkz, you just kind of have to basically kind of split your focus between two attributes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So I remember this game being quite close to begin with, because at low levels it's it's difficult to gank if you are even levels. So at low levels it can drag out a bit. You can see we've not actually pushed a tower yet. All of our towers are still alive, all of their towers are still alive, and it's like 20 minutes into the game. This is probably one of the longest I've ever had that I've not taken a tower. Usually I can take a tower within 10 minutes. If I'm solo mid, usually 10 minutes I can take a tower, maybe 15, depends who I'm playing as. As Luna, I can definitely take it within 10 minutes, just because she's fucking amazing. I haven't played her in a while, but Luna is one of the most annoying characters you'll ever listen to. She's just... if you read her description, like her bio, it's like no, Ricky is an awesome hero. But anyways, if you read her bio, it's like she's some badass moon rider who like leads this band of, I don't know, bandits. Bandits. And then when you hear her talk, it's just like, oh, I think she's Irish. She's just like, oh, ta-ta-ta. And you're just like, oh no, shut up, Luna. Nothing against the Irish, obviously. But the way she talks, it's like a high-pitched, heavily accented, I don't know, bitch. It's just like, you can't listen to her. You have to turn off the option to that has them talk, just because she's so irritating. So I'm still working towards my orchid. It takes a long time. If I can open it up in the shop soon. I wish I could open it up and tell you how much it costs, but I don't want to break out of my perspective because I've not really watched a cast in Dota 2 before. But I'm about to take a tower, I think. Like, I'm looking at this tower thinking, next wave of creeps, I'm taking that tower. And Clinkz is actually really good at taking towers because he can just walk up to a tower with some creeps in front of him. He's got his searing arrows which do 50 bonus damage at maximum level, and then he can press Q and his attack speed just goes and he can damage towers like no tomorrow. It's actually awesome. And in higher levels of play and in late game, when he's got like attack speed already, like sometimes I buy a hyperstone to up my attack speed, he's just literally, you cannot see each individual arrow. It's like, it's absolutely nuts. And I do love Clinkz. He's one of my favourite characters to play now. So you can see just one arrow, done, job done. Yeah, it was weakened already. I think they tried to deny it. I don't know. I don't remember it being that low in health. But I came back to it and it just had like no HP. It's like, okay, arrow. It must have been so awesome. Just to like one arrow and a building collapses just from that point of view. It's like, wow, that arrow was the most amazing arrow ever. So I'm still a ways off my orchid, and I should have really got it by now. I don't think I got a good early farm. Yeah, let's have a look at the others. So level 10, I'm level 10, he's level 9, level 9, level 11. Ricky's always a high level though, he's just badass. But I don't know. Orchids are really expensive though, so I've probably made more gold than other people. It just takes me a long ass time to just upgrade them. So yeah, I think we're about to lose our top tower, which is a real shame. But here comes me to save the day. And do I deny it? I'm not sure. I should deny it. With a tower like this, I'm like, I think I should deny the tower. Do I deny it? Do I? I think there was one game where I said I'm going to deny the tower, and then like, no, don't deny the tower. So I put 2 arrows into it. It's like, dude, I should deny the tower. It's like, no, I only deny it when they're close. It's just, if I should have denied it, because I think this way they got the gold for it in the end, and I was just like, I was pissed off. So yeah, do not tell me to not deny a tower when it's that low on HP. I will just fucking deny it in the future. I'm never going to listen to you ever again. But obviously here, waiting for a gank, Bosh, searing arrows, and they're dead. Boom, job done. And I think they say GG well played right about now. Do they? Or does she? Is chat turned off in game? Because I do remember there being a GG well played coming up when we gank her. Peculiar. Is it one of these options? Okay, so items, different next. Oh, that's neat. We've got all these statistics. And then there's that. So yeah, 25 minutes in. We're over halfway-ish.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So from this point, you can basically see, yeah, we are completely dominating. We may have not taken many towers, like we may have only taken 2 towers there, and we're about to take the 3rd tower, I believe. But you know, just the difference in how many kills we've gotten, and the farm and the feed. We are fed, they are not, and if we solo any one of them, we can take them easy. Do I deny this now? No, I still don't. Come on, just let me deny it. Oh, what a shame. Anyways, I head back to base because I believe the courier was out on business and I needed my orchid. So I finally have enough for an orchid. You can see here, that's what it does. And it's really freaking expensive. So orchid, yeah, 4,125 gold it costs for that. And it is one of the most awesome items for Clinkz you can ever get. And I'm just trying to decide here, should I get a Monkey King bar or an Assault Cuirass? And I believe I decide on a Monkey King just because it gives me extra damage. And I was not dying to these people, so I was just like, I don't need survivability, we are overfed, we have items. Honestly, don't need the extra survivability considering I'm surviving well enough as it is. So here is Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage is silenced, and here we go! Gank like a mofo. And Bosh is dead. You can just see how good he is at ganking. And if you don't know what ganking is, it's basically just picking on a hero. You all just 2 or 3 people find a lone hero and attack him at the same time. It's just like, boff, he's ganked. And I don't know if that's like a synonym or whatever it is for something. Like, does it mean anything? I don't know. All I know is gank. So if it means something, I don't know. I don't care. All I know is it's part of the terminology for Dota. So I can see another enemy coming up in the forest. Do I do anything about them? I'm just thinking, I might have been talking to Nathan. Being like, should we gank this guy? And I believe we do. He's getting away a bit. Oh, okay. We couldn't actually see him in the game. I think because I've got vision on all characters. I love just doing that. I knew he was there, but I believe one of our wards spotted him, but we didn't know where he went when we went into the forest. And obviously I cannot see those two over there, so I thought I'm quite safe, but escape abilities, they're just so good. And again, I think I managed to kill that that assassin person. There it is, the GG well played. The assassin quite a few times. If I was probably his nemesis, but he gets me back later. Don't worry. I think he kind of, I get ganked once or twice. I'm not sure. But anyways, carrying on. We are now down to their second tier of towers, and they seem to be defending this one quite fiercely. But I think we'll win. Just saying. Look, it's 20-3. Come on. You can see already, hands down, we got this. We're pro. We're not actually pro, but you can probably, like, pro people can see how many mistakes we are making, or I'm making, just from the way I play. Like, maybe my reaction speeds aren't that great, or maybe I'm not using a certain character the way I should. But either way, I think I'm doing an okay job. I recently watched a game that had been sent to Purge, he seems to be quite big in the Dota 2 kind of community. I've only just recently discovered him, but yeah, I watched a pub game that he was kind of casting for some people who had sent it him, and I looked at it and I was just like, people play like this? And I don't consider myself a pro by any means, but oh my goodness, I could have kicked those guys' asses by myself. It's just like so many mistakes were being made. And I was just like, what are they doing? They're going the wrong builds, they're doing the wrong thing. Ugh. But compared to those guys, yeah, I'm pro, but I think like on average, I am average. Like, I don't know, just give me an opinion. Am I making loads of mistakes? Am I being stupid? Do I make like stupid judgment calls, which is probably the case? But you know, I think I'm doing all right. And here comes Sniper. So we reported this guy just because he was intentionally being a dick. Just because, look, he was a low level and he decided to run into 3-4 heroes. And that's basically called feeding. And we reported him for being such a douchebag. And I believe at the end, like, we were talking to the other team about it, like, your Sniper was a dick. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's like, when you are on, look, you can see, can't tell this new Sniper player was really that bad. And we were just sympathizing with them. Like, even though we were winning, and we were probably winning because they had a shit Sniper, we felt bad for them and we could sympathize. That's Dota 2. You don't be like, ah, you shit, we're beating you to a pulp. That's not how this game is played. Okay? I was going to say something, but then I was just like, I don't want to. I really am curious. So I'm going to watch the Sniper gameplay later and just kind of find out what he's doing. He might really be an actual noob or something. I don't know, let's have a look at now. So, this is what Sniper is looking at, maybe, is it? Okay, so this is Sniper's view. Yeah, he is a really bad... He uses ulti on a creep. And he's only level 6, 28 minutes into... Oh my god, that guy is... Yeah, you can see he's a terrible Dota 2 player. Maybe he's like 5 years old, I don't know. Or maybe he's awful. Just looking at his abilities for now, I can tell he's an awful player. But he didn't put any into Shrapnel, so I commend him on that, but that's the only good thing he's done. And he's put his abilities, or his attributes into the right one, which is agility, so not bad. But still, he's awful. Let's go back to me. Because I'm awesome. Look at me, level 50. And there goes Spirit Breaker. Toodaloo. And I decide to follow him, I think. And bosh, Spirit Breaker is great for ganking. And I run past Sniper and I'm just like, nope, he's mine. So there he goes. And do I get that guy again? Oh, I am so sorry. I think Nathan was just like, you bastard, because he was chasing that guy. I was just like, nope, ranged. Pachoo. Awesome. So yeah, I seem to like expensive items, and right now I'm quite confused as to the Ring of Aquila, because it has an aura which I don't know. So its passive is it grants mana regeneration and armor and blah blah blah, and you can toggle whether the aura affects other non-hero units. And it's just like, okay, does what? Is there any point in having it off? I mean, why would you want that off? Please, if people know like the reason for kind of having the ring off, then please tell me, just because I have no freaking clue as to why you would turn it off. I mean, if it grants aura to your own creeps, you know, they don't have mana, but who cares? So, whatever. I get a bit confused as that. But now I've got the Monkey King bar, which as you can see gives me massive stat boost. So it gives me plus 88 damage and plus 15 attack speed. And it also gives me a mini bash at 35% chance, so every, you know, so often I stun them for about a millisecond, and it does 100 extra damage. So that was actually pretty close, to be honest, because I did not expect the assassin. Who is that assassin? I cannot remember. No, I want the assassin lady. Why can't I? Whatever. Probably because she's dead. But anyways, I did not expect her to be there, and I was just like, oh shit, Q, bang 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 bang, and she done more damage than I thought she would. So props to her. Okay, I apologise about that. My cat was moaning a little bit just because he likes to wander off and then wonder where everybody is. He is kind of senile right now, so he's about 17 years old, diabetic, and yeah, he's old. And so he kind of wanders off downstairs, and then he's like, there's no one here. Where am I? I'm lost. Meow. And he's just like whinges. So I have to go downstairs, pick him up, put him on my bed, just so he doesn't feel lonely. So let me just turn this back off. So you can see, like, just from the gameplay now, we've won. It's 31-6. This is a complete stomp, and I don't know like why. I mean, they're not bad players. I mean, some of them were they knew what they were doing. Maybe it was just Sniper. I don't know, but we managed to get a good early feed, and I think after that they just, you know, they couldn't really do anything. And I believe now I get the courier killed because I completely forget, like. I tell the courier to pick up this blade I've got in my stash, and then I tell it to run it towards me, and then I just go haphazardly run inside the enemy base. And right now I just decide to use my ultimate, get some HP back from the jungle creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Because jungle creeps are basically more effective with my ultimate than normal creeps, because they have more HP and they do, like, I think it's just because they have more HP. I was going to say like do more damage, but you know that only works if you're taking control of them. So I've told the courier to come towards me, and then I dash into their base like, I want these kills. And yeah, that was a bit stupid by me. So let's just watch the courier on the map. I'm running into their base. And look, you can just see it on the map. There it goes, 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 and it's dead. So that was my bad. I think everyone was like complaining, what happened to the courier? I was like, yeah, my bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So at this point I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to base. And then I tell them I'm sorry.
Who's stuck there?
So when your courier dies, it has about, I think, a 3-minute respawn, something like that. And basically, the courier is a very handy kind of item in which you can take items from your stash across the map to you. multiple people can use it, and it's really annoying when you have items just like sitting in your courier and then someone else takes it when it's nearly you and it goes back to base and you're just like trying to fight for the courier. It's really annoying. If someone's using the courier, respect that they are using it and don't touch it. It gets really annoying when people steal it and people say you stole it from me, when in actual fact I used it. I got my items in there first and then they use it without like knowing before it's left the base, and like claim it's theirs, and I'm just like, you asshole. It's mine. Oof, send it to me, even though it's got their items in it. So just be aware that if there's items in it, someone's probably using it. So don't be a dick and be like, no, it's my courier. But you can buy more than one, but they're not hotkeyed to the F keys, I believe. So there's my insane range, just because Clinkz is pretty badass. And I am beyond godlike, and I'm not surprised. So at this point, you know, when people start rolling into your base and just laying waste to all your buildings, you've basically won. There is no point in fighting it. You might as well just accept your fate and fuck off to your base or something, I don't know. Unless you have a sniper on the other team, at which point the sniper can snipe you in your own freaking spawn, which is really annoying and it's really cheap. So I believe sniper and drow ranger are banned from the pro circuit. They've got true sight, so he's decided to snipe me, but no, he's not strong enough. But there are some characters that are considered, you know, really annoying and, ooh, do I make this? Ooh, okay, I'll slightly make it. But they're considered really annoying and just cheap characters, so they're not like playable within the pro circuit. So like Drow Ranger, which I just, the two I basically said, I think some of the few, there are very few banned characters, but every time someone selects Drow in a pub game, it's just like, oh, what a fucking faggot. And Viper's on the edge. Like, Viper is a really annoying character just because it does more damage the lower health you are, and like it's just a right click hero. So with Clinkz, you have to use a bit of tactics. You're extremely squishy. You have to choose your battles carefully. You are very item dependent, and yes, your main attack is, you know, you just right click and he attacks, but like, you have to have tactics. You can't just do it on everyone. Drow Ranger is basically just like, I'll silence you, there's fuck all you can do about it. Attack, 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 attack. You can't escape, attack, attack. It's annoying. And Sniper has an insane range. It's unbelievable. And he has a stun when he attacks. It's just like really fucking painful. And Viper's just like, he's not squishy, he's powerful, he's kind of fast, and he's just right click everywhere, everything dies. Really annoying. So if you actually play Dota 2 and you choose one of those characters, please just choose someone else. It makes the game more fun. If someone else uses that character, then just find out which lane they're in and punish them for choosing that character, which is what I do. I'm like, we got Drow on the other team, he's in this lane, come over, and we basically just make it so he can't like level. It's so funny. So this is basically Dota 2. I've been talking for a long ass time now, and I don't know how big this video is going to be. It's going to be a long ass video. And it's going to be huge in file size. Look at that sniper, he's like, I'll take you on! Gun versus bow. Bow wins. Just because I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm part of the undead. I'm awesome. Yeah. So we've basically won this now. Are we attacking the ancients already? I am not sure. So the aim of the game is to destroy their ancient, which is the massive building in the middle of their base. And let me just go away from player perspective right now. So free camera. So the idea is to destroy this thing, and it has quite a bit of health, but you know, it's got towers behind it, in front of it, to, you know, destroy stuff. There's barracks and buildings that you all have to destroy, but I think there is a way in anyway. You know, it's basically one. I want to look at. Okay, Phantom Assassin, that's the name. Lucky now. So the other team were level 12, level 8 because he was an asshole, level 14, level 12, and level 11. And we were 21, 20, 16, and that's Pete. He's still new to Dota 2, but he kind of likes Visage now. 13, oh wow, Night Stalker was terrible. And 18, so Ricky should have been max level by now really, but I think me being awesome just kind of, yeah. But anyways, Ancient is going to be attacked fairly shortly. we win the game within 2 minutes, so really not much else to say. I hope you've actually liked me casting Dota 2. I probably won't do that much because they are long games, and it's very I apologise. It's a very specific game to watch. So if you like Dota 2, you'll stay around for 40 minutes and watch the game. If you don't like Dota 2, yeah, you know, you probably won't watch it just because it's one of my videos, because it's very long and I only really talk about Dota 2. But it's still funny. Like, they're all in their base, they're like giving up, but still they're being friendly. And there was me. Sniper was just like bang, like, oi, bastard. I was trying to be funny, but yeah. So here goes their ancient. It's only got a little bit of health, and I'm like, yo, I'm ending this. Let's attack it as well, and here we go. Oh, I'm being sniped again. Pew! Oh, okay, I attacked the barracks instead. Never mind. So basically, we've won, and that is Dota 2. So bosh. Okay, what happened there? Ooh. It's gone all close up. Ooh, I've never seen that in the the ending. So let's pause this. And that is a Dota 2 game as Clinkz. And as you can see at the end, everyone's like, you know, GG, good game. It's nice. Not many people do that. Even in Battlefield 3, you occasionally get a GG. Not very often, but Dota 2 you usually get one. StarCraft you always get one, unless you completely smash them in the face, because then they get mad and just leave. But yeah, I enjoy Dota. It's nice to just sit back and play, but it does take a long time to kind of just work up and do. So if you liked it, let me know. I might do more. If you want me to play a certain character or give me help and give me feedback as to how I should play, then that's all welcome. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care.